My name is Kareem, and his name is Arya, and the cameraman is Kenneth. Today, we're going to be doing our physics project. So, the topics are energy and energy transfers. So, that is our project, and let's get into the project. One go.
Now I'm going to do the definition about energy. What is energy? The scientific way of thinking about energy is that it is the property of something that makes it able to exert a force and do work. And what is transferring energy? Process of changing one energy into another energy.
Now I will tell you the type of energy. There are two types, potential energy and kinetic energy. For potential energy, there are three: gravitational, potential energy, strain energy, and chemical energy. For kinetic energy, there are five: sound energy, light energy, internal energy, electromagnetic energy, and electrical energy.
So guys, now we're going to do examples of each type of energy. First, we'll be doing kinetic energy. And first, we'll be doing sound energy. Sound energy is basically when we make sound. Like me, when I'm talking, it produces sound. Therefore, it's sound energy. So guys, now the next example of kinetic energy is light energy. So light energy, for example, like this light bulb up here, that is considered as light energy because it produces light. So guys, the next example of kinetic energy is electrical energy. This is exactly this power output. If you plug it, your phone up it, like, then it gets battery, right? That's because the electricity flowing from this power outlet. So that is electrical energy.
Now I will show you potential energy. For the first one, I will do GPE, or gravitational potential energy, like this. I jump and then I fall. I fall because of gravity. Or this. The pencil falls because of gravity.
This is an example of kinetic energy, movement energy. This is an example of movement energy. See? Moving.
Now I will show you potential energy. As you can see, this is what you call strain energy. If you pull this rubber band, it stretches. That is what you call strain energy.
So guys, now we're going to do an example of chemical energy. So, chemical energy, it's sort of like food or batteries, because food, it gives you energy, right? So, it's the same thing like batteries. They give like phones energy. This is a power bank. If you plug your phone into it, then it gets power, right? That's because it has a battery inside it. So it gives the electricity from the battery into the phone, and that is chemical energy. So guys, now we're going to be doing energy changes. And the first example of energy changes is chemical to light energy. So, you see, I have a phone here with me. This is Arya's phone, and it has flash. If I turn on flash, that will make light energy. Sorry if you can't see the flash, like there's flash right there, but since it's bright, you can't really see it. So that's the flash. The flash is powered by the batteries inside the phone, which is chemical energy, and since the flash is on, it turns into light energy. Therefore, that is the energy change. Now, let's move on to the next example. So guys, now we're going to do our second example for energy changes. The second example of energy changes is chemical to sound energy. As you can see, I have Arya's phone with me, and I'm going to play a song. So if you can't hear that, I set it to full volume. There we go. If you can hear that, see? The batteries inside the phone is made by chemical energy. And since I made song play, it turns into sound energy because of the chemical energy from the batteries. So, now let's move on to the third example.
Now I will show you chemical energy to movement energy. As you can see, that clock, behind it, or inside it, it has a battery. And that clock right there is actually moving.
So as you can see guys, the second hand keeps on moving. That is because the battery powers it, and that is an example of chemical movement energy.
Yay! So now we're going to do the energy transfer diagram. Electrical energy is the input, turbine is the converter, and the sound energy is the output.
So that is the first example of the energy transfer diagram. Now let's move on to the second example. So now we're going to do the energy transfer diagram. This is the second example. So chemical energy in the stomach and chemical movement energy. Chemical energy is the energy input, stomach is the energy converter, and movement energy is the energy output. Since we eat food, which is chemical energy, goes into our stomach, which converts it into energy and makes it movement energy. That's why we have energy to walk and do our studies. So now let's move on to the next example.
Now I'll show you another energy transfer diagram. As you can see, this is light energy. This light energy is what you call an input in this diagram. Now this is an object we use to collect light energy. It's what you call a solar panel. Or in this diagram, it's what you call a converter. Now, this solar panel collects the light energy and makes it turn into electrical energy, which is an output. Now let's move on. Now I will show you a Sankey diagram. As you can see, this Sankey diagram describes a car engine. First, there is the input energy, which is chemical energy, which is 280 joules. Then it becomes output energy and split it. So the wasted output energy and the useful output energy. The wasted output energy is sound energy, which is 180 joules. The useful output energy is movement energy, which is 100 joules. Now the arrows are connected to the amount of joules. If the joules are bigger than the other joules, then the arrow is bigger. Go.
So guys, now we're going to do our next example of a Sankey diagram. This is a blender. So the input energy is the electrical energy, which has 300 joules. Then the wasted energy is sound energy, which is 200 joules. And the useful energy is movement energy, which is 100 joules. If you don't know, for example, you only have the wasted energy. If you want to find the useful energy, all you need to do is subtract the wasted energy from the input energy. Then you will get the useful energy, which is movement energy, which is 100 joules. So let's move on to the next example. So guys, now we're doing our final example for a Sankey diagram. We are doing a light bulb. So the input energy is electrical energy, and it has 285 joules. Then it produces the useful energy, which is light energy, and it has 100 joules. But it also has wasted energy, which is heat energy. That's why sometimes if there's a light bulb and you go close to it, like you put your hand near it, it sometimes feels hot. That is the wasted energy from the light bulb, which is 185 joules. So that is our last Sankey diagram. Now let's move on. 1. So guys, thanks so much for watching the video. Sorry if our third member is not here. He is not yet at school yet, so we can't record him. So, yeah.
And thank you for paying attention to our physics project.